What's up? Welcome to my news channel where we talk news, we talk business, we talk a lot of different things here. And this is where we can let free of our ambitions and put it out there to be known. So we want to let everybody know that you subscribe to this channel, you're getting real. You're getting, well, it's every other channel I got. But this men women issue has been going on for a long time, and they've really been pushing this female agenda. We've seen it in commercials, television, everywhere. And we are all about equal. We're not about one side being pushed to being greater than the other side. That's what we're not here for. And we're seeing that more favorable now. We've seen women's got to save the day. Women got to be action heroes. They got to swing from one tree to another tree. And she's got to take care of the kids on her own and do all these things here. And she's got to be the breadwinner. She's got to be the main one out in the family. And they want men to support this and be like, you should be supportive. If you're not, you're male chauvinist. And we need to attack that right now because that is a false narrative. Let me tell you that right now. You're supporting equality. That does not make you male chauvinist. You're just speaking as your position as a male on what you think about the situation. When things were all on one side where it was more male dominant, I understand by you wanting to make things more fair and making it more even. And that's fair. That's okay. I can see men supporting that. But now it's not becoming that anymore. It's becoming more female dominant. And they want the female to dominate, and the men are all looked at as a negative. So if you do anything masculine now, it's looked at as a negative. And that has to change. That dynamic is what's ruining a lot of situations for people out here in the world today. So, with that being said, we need to have this situation brought to the forefront so people can start having dialogue about it. Because a lot of people are just letting this go on, letting it go on, or they're afraid to say anything because they're accused of sexual harassment for asking a girl out on a date. It's like, do I ask the girl out at the office for a date? I don't know. She might say sexual harassment. I might be in some mess. It's a whole tricky world, tricky situations going on around here now. So you don't know what to trust, who to believe, how you should approach the situations. They pretty much handicap you. Now, the whole narratives have changed so much since what's good, what's acceptable, what's not acceptable, the positions of men and women. There are no sit downs, there's no discussions anymore. So men basically circle the wagons and say, look, this is what we're going to do, and we don't know what y'all going to do. This is what we're going to do as men. So here's the thing. They say, well, a woman can do everything a man could do. And they promote that, they push that. But the narrative is women are not supposed to do everything a man does because she can't do everything a man does. And they want you to believe that. It is not true. And the narrative is this. Women are women because they can do what men can't do. Okay? They can do things we can't do, and there's things that we can do that they cannot do. That's why they're men and women. If God wanted women to be men, he would have made them men. Period. But they want to brainwash you to believing that and supporting that narrative. They don't want you to actually think about it. Women are special. They birth life. Do you understand that? They do things a man cannot do. They make it like it's a crime for a woman to take care of her kids or stay support the household. When has that been a crime? It wasn't a crime back when women were doing that. But if women choose to want to do something else, that's fine too. But don't make it like it's a crime if a woman's at home taking care of her family. Statistics will prove you wrong. That women who are at home taking care of their kids and educating their own children while the man is out working, those children have fared out a lot better than the children that went to public schools and their mothers and parents went to work. Statistics have proven that. So statistics have already proven this. The conversation needs to be had over and over again, shouldn't it? We should revisit the situation, have a sit down, and go over these numbers again, because things are not looking up. From what I see, it's entirely different than how everybody else sees it. So I think there's a great difference, and there's nothing wrong with it. Well, that's a way to keep you docile. They want you to support that narrative of they can do everything that you can do. They want you to believe that. They want you to say that. They want you to give that up. But they're not saying they finna make things equal. Because that's what they need to be talking about. Making things equal in the world. Equal, equal, equal. Now, but don't talk down. You see? Equality and then talking down on something is entirely different. They don't want to be equal. To be equal with somebody or to bring awareness to another issue, you don't have to talk down on the other issue. If a woman wanted to stay home and take care of her kids and her family, she should have to do so without being ridiculed and saying, why is she under her husband? Why you gotta follow him and shame the husband? He's a man. He's providing for his family. He's not torturing his wife. Her wife wanted to stay home and take care of her family because that's what it's supposed to be about. They're not doing it for recreation. They're doing it as the cycle that has been done for thousands of years before then. But nobody talks about that. Nobody speaks on that point. Everybody's mute when it comes to that situation. And that's why I'm like, how come nobody talks about that? Doesn't make sense. Good morning. Yeah, they're making sure you guys don't hear this one. All across the board. They do not want to talk about this. I want y'all to send this video to every woman you know. They need to hear it. Just because a man sticks up for himself being a man does not make him a male chauvinist. Just because he's not going to support a women-driven cause when it should be equal cause or equal rights, not a female-dominant situation. We'll support a woman who's been abused. We'll support a woman who's been treated unfairly. We support any of these situations. But we're not going to support somebody just trying to use the fact that they're a woman to get over and get advantages. We're not supporting that. And we're not going to support women bashing men because of it. Well, men is the reason I can't do this. Men is that. Oh, no, 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 no. You ain't going to use that as a scapegoat. No, that's what I keep telling you. They keep trying to convince you a man could do everything, a woman could do everything a man could do. And we go, that's not true. It's completely not true. It's completely false. Women can give birth. Men provide certain other things to create the child. They're different. That's why they're called men and a woman. Different. And there's nothing wrong with that. Women can do things that men cannot do. And that's fine. And it's okay with that. There's nothing wrong with it. So if a woman want to take care of her family and stay at home, she shouldn't have to be ridiculed or have to be told she's under her husband. And she's equal to her husband. You are greater than him and you can do that. You ain't got to do that. You the boss. No, 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 no. You can, first off, saying that about someone else's household is ridiculous. Show me the statistics where women going to work and a husband going to work and their kids going to public school is better than a mother staying at home, working from home, and she's educating her own kids, and the husband going out to work. I know women who don't question their husbands. They say he's the man of the household. He makes those decisions. I take care of the house, but he's the man. He's going to make those decisions. They empower their men. And there's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't mean she's bowing down to man. It takes a stronger woman to take care of her family, educate her family, and empower her husband at the same time. And the same thing in return, he empowers her and supports her in everything that she needs for him to do. That's a team. That's a family. That's the way it's supposed to work. But you guys been brainwashed to believe women do what we want to do. And nobody can tell us nothing. And that's why we're in the situation we're in now. I mean, the situations have changed on different narratives. How many of those women are single? A lot of them are. A lot of those women who think women supposed, because that's what they see on television, is promoted. They push that narrative. Oh, you finna get oh, we gonna get you this. Oh, we finna get you that. Oh, women can do this. Oh, we need the women to me too. And it's just too much. Now you got it in movies, television, music. The women's going, for the first time, a woman's gonna do this. A woman gonna do that. I'm okay with fairness. I'm not okay with favoritism. Was things, a lot of things male dominant before? Yeah. But it's good to see women back on top and doing things like that. But if you look around, I might look at this. All the magazines now, all women. Women on the covers. Women, 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 women. Everything is for y'all. You you think a guy finna come in here and buy all this? Now, if he come in here and buy romantic houses and country gardens and stuff, I'm walking the other way. But That's all I'm saying, man, is that it doesn't bother me one bit what a woman does. Whatever she chooses to do, it does not bother me one bit. I support people who are supportive. I don't support favoritism. I don't support one side being over another. And if I don't support something because I feel it's wrong, then I'm not going to say, you know what, I think it's wrong. And I'm not going to say, hey, you know it's wrong, but it's all women. I ain't going to say nothing. So even though it makes us look wrong, they want us to be docile and not speak up, and not, that's just the one way to keep you from being men. To not be afraid to voice your thoughts on something you feel is unjust. That's how they do it. Keep you nice and docile. You know, next thing you know, you're scared to speak on something. What's up? So they ain't gonna get me. Not with that. I've seen it too many times, the narratives and all the moving parts. Then they wonder why they can't find a man. Then it's always the man on some bull. You know why? Because you don't want them. You don't want them to be men. You want them to be boys. What happened? We didn't work out. I moved. You know, hey, it happens. Long distance, but I always kept a bad one. But now you see what I be talking about when I'm talking about when I be talking about these relationships and how they break down, and this is what I be talking about. This is what I be speaking on all the time. And they talk about the narratives. Now, what woman gonna find a guy like that and she's nagging him to death and want to keep him as a boy and put her foot on his neck? Is that right? Now, if a man is putting his woman down and putting his hand and putting his foot on his neck and barking orders at her, and that's not cool. I don't support that either. Because you're not empowering them. You're supposed to enrich each other's lives. That's what it's about. Your children, educate them. Make sure they're educated. Make sure they're prepared for life away from you. When the time comes, they become grown, they go leave the house, they leave the nest, they're prepared to do so. They're prepared. If they're not prepared to do that, you have failed as a parent. Your parents' job was to prepare you to go out in the world and be better people and take care of yourself so that you can go on and raise your own kids and family. You sound like my grandfather saying that, Ray. A player from the Himalayas. But that's all I'm saying, though, is on that subject is you got to understand the gravity of having a goal. People get married because it's fashionable. It's ridiculous. If you're gonna get married, you gotta have a teammate. That person is like your lifetime partner. And if you're in it for any other goal that's individual, you're gonna not be successful. You're not gonna have a successful marriage. You're gonna be miserable. So an understanding and a bond that you're doing something greater than yourself has to be understood before you even take the vow. See, most people are into the show. And nowadays, there's more men that want to be married too, just to be married. You know, like, yo, I'm married, I ain't a loser. I mean, like, dog, you got to get married for that? I've heard that. And I'm like, do you realize I've seen women and men who are a team, you know, they're in it together. They're in it to, you know, do their thing. They support each other. They know everything about each other. So if one gets sick, you know, it don't fall down. They know what to do. They help their husbands or they help their wives. They there to support. Oh, okay. Yep. So, but nowadays, women just want the show. They want to get married. They want to go pick the dress. They want to do all these things. And they don't understand what a marriage really is. And men, they don't understand what a marriage is anyway. The majority of them are not ready for it. A lot of them feel forced. And then some of them do it because their buddy's been getting married.
Please place item on the belt.
Oh, this is, oh, yeah, we got it. Not bad. Did you get the milk? Oh, no, I guess you did.
Please place item on the belt. Please place item on the belt.
Did we scan this already? Did you scan this?
Please place item on the belt.
All I did was scan the water.
Okay. All right, well, we on course. Not in situations. It's just people. The agenda of the public is to keep you guys docile. They don't want you to escalate yourselves to being men. They don't want you thinking for yourself. They say, you know what, we'll think for you. Don't worry about it. We got it. Don't worry about thinking. We got that. You be bad. I ain't feel like thinking today. I couldn't stand that when I saw that. Well, a woman could do what anything a man could do.
Unexpected item on the belt.
I said, that's not true. You know, women can do things men can't do. But that doesn't mean that they are men or they're greater than men. Men can do things women can't do. If God wanted to make them men, he would have made them men. They're women for a reason. They're not supposed to be equal to men. They're not supposed to be in that category. They're in a whole nother bracket of being a partner of man. Well, see, it's just that they want you to stop being men. Like, they don't want you to think for yourself. They want you to depend on having a woman. Like, this dude told me, man, my woman make all those decisions. She do all that. I don't want to do it. She could do it. I'll let her do that. I'll let her control the money in the house. I said, well, okay, well then, if something happened, I'm like, y'all got kids. You got 3 kids. You got 2 boys and a girl. And I'm like, the girl is the littlest one, she's 2. I said, well, if your wife gets sick, you know, God forbid, who's gonna take care of anything? You're gonna have to be forced to step up. And you're not prepared to. So what happens then? Well, we go to her grandma. You know, my mother-in-law. I'm like, this is a terrible example to teach your kids. It's terrible. You can't depend and lean on one person. I've seen what happens when that goes wrong. And the other person is out there to fend for self and have no what we call life skills. If you don't possess these life skills, how are you gonna help?
Cash back?
Nah. Oh, it's still going?
Yeah.
Oh,
You left too soon. I closed it up for you.
okay, good.
Please take your receipt.
Well, that, if you would have gone, you would have been number 12 now.
Okay.
That's how many people are actually taking off without closing that out.
Oh, wow.
All right, take care.
All right. So that's why it's never good to not know how to take care of your family. Because if something ever happens, God forbid, and you're put in that situation, which you're not going to want to be, you can take care of yourself. No, see, they want to push that narrative so you'll believe it. And then you don't want to do nothing for yourself. The only thing you want to do is turn things over to the woman. It's a world. It's women's rights, women's songs, everything for them. And if you feel like you got to say anything, like, oh, wait a minute. Don't say nothing because, you know, the women, they're going to... No. Defending your rights, if you got a point and you're right as a man, it doesn't make you a male chauvinist to defend your right as a man. That's what I said. I don't let that kind of mentality live in my head. That type of fear. Like, you gotta be dancing around eggshell. No, not me. Oh, the chick in the thumbnail, that's my ex. That's my ex from a minute ago. That was the one that would have got the brass ring, fellas. She would have got the ring. All my exes are fine. What kind of question is that? Carcino don't date, huh? You got to go through a challenge just to be approved, to be in my presence. She was selected. Ugh. She's from Hawaii. Dimes only, baby. Dimes on it. Where's she at now? I don't know. You lose track of people, man. You know how long ago that picture was? I probably don't even want to see her today. So we better look at her today on thumbnail and be like, woohoo! You see her today, and you'll be like, oh my God, are you the same person? I mean, let me see. That picture is 2001 or 2002. So think about it. It's 2018. That picture 2002. I'm not gonna say she got out of shape or anything, but she was a Carcino fan. She was a big Carcino fan. She loved her some Cino. She loved it. Plus, you got to think about how Carcino in 2002. I was made out of granite steel, chiseled. See the muscles I got now? These are like leftovers compared to what I had in 2002. Yeah, she was beautiful, very beautiful, intelligent. You know, she had a career going for herself. She was just getting started in her field, but it's geographical. You know, she's in Hawaii, I'm in Chicago. You know, how that's gonna work? I'm like, I'm going back to Chicago, man. I can't stay. She's like, why don't you stay? She actually wanted me to take her with her. I'm like, look, I ain't got my own crib. I just can't take you with me. You wanna live with Granny? At that time, it was like, look, you gonna be living at Granny's. Now, a lot of guys wanted that girl, man. A lot of guys wanted her. And they were mad when every time I come to Hawaii, I'm back in Hawaii, like, got my lei around my neck. She see me. Ah, daddy. That's right. She love her some Cino. Nah, not at that time. That was a whole different time. That was just a party, have fun era. You know, when you look back at pictures, you be like, man, what was I thinking to leave that? Come on, but what am I supposed to do? She lives there, I live here. It is what it is. We will always have those times. But anyway, I'm out. I'll holler at y'all later.